I want to talk about tax strategies today. And one thing I see a lot of entrepreneurs doing is trying to, choose their own path with their tax strategies as opposed to seeking the advice of an expert. Yeah, you really should be sitting down with your CFO or your accountant or both and making sure that you have the most effective tax strategy for you and your company. And I think it's really, really important that this is not just thought of at the end of financial year. A lot of people will, in June that's just passed, think about throwing more money into super, think about buying, spending extra money to get tax deductions. And that's all well and good. And, again, seek advice from your advisors on whether that's the right strategy for you. But having an effective tax strategy actually involves having the right structures. It involves having the right advice and setting things up correctly from the beginning in order to not just at the end of financial year do a few bits and pieces, but in the short, medium and long term, ensure that you're structured correctly to be actually, ensuring that you've got the most effective tax strategy that you and your business can have. And I think what the other thing is to consider here is that your tax strategy for your company and your tax strategy for you personally need to align as if you're the sole owner of your company. You can't just have a business tax strategy because at the end of the day, you own a business in order to create wealth, generate profits so that you can live a life over here and invest into other assets and the like. And so it's really, really important that you have an effective tax strategy that aligns both business and personal. And like I said, if you haven't sat down with your accountant or your CFO, I highly recommend that you do. And one of the things as a trained accountant that I do is I help our clients understand their effective tax strategies, and I work with their accountants and the like to ensure that that's implemented correctly, just so you pay the right amount of tax. And that's what's really, really important here. At the end of the day, we all have to pay taxes. It's just part of the society that we live in. We just want to pay our fair share. We don't want to have to pay too much or too little. We want to play within the rules. We need to understand the rules and how they can be used in the right way to ensure that we have an effective strategy that means that you don't over or underpay. If you need any help with this, please feel free to reach out. We can arrange a quick chat, or alternatively, I'm happy to arrange a call with you and your accountant just to confirm the strategy that you've got. And lastly, I'll just say, don't try and get too fancy with this. I think when people try and get too fancy with tax strategies, inevitably they come back to bite them. But you need to get the right advice. You need to surround yourself with the right advisors in order to make sure that you have the most effective strategy. I hope this has been helpful. If it is, comment below. Otherwise, as I said, if you need any assistance with this, please feel free to reach out and we can help in any way.